So, moving on, we now have part 2 of 4 parts. It is 6 ways to make people like you. Number 1, become genuinely interested in others. In this chapter, Carnegie emphasizes the importance of being genuinely interested in other people. He argues that when we focus on others and their interests, we make them feel important and appreciated, which makes them more likely to like us. Carnegie provides several tips for showing genuine interest in others, such as asking questions, listening attentively, and remembering what they tell you. Principle 2, smile. Who doesn't like smiling? In this chapter, Carnegie discusses the importance of making a good first impression. He argues that the first impressions are lasting and can have a significant impact on our relationships with others. Carnegie provides several tips for making a good first impression, such as smiling, making eye contact, and being well-groomed. Principle 3. A person's name is the sweetest and most important sound in any language to them. In this chapter, Carnegie discusses the importance of being a good listener. He argues that listening is more important than talking, and that is the key to building strong relationships. Carnegie provides several tips for being a good listener, such as avoiding distractions, giving the speaker your full and undivided attention, and asking clarifying questions. Principle 4. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. In this chapter, Carnegie discusses the importance of being a good conversationalist. He argues that conversations are a two-way street, and that we should focus both on talking and listening. Carnegie provides several tips for being a good conversationalist, such as asking questions, sharing stories, and being genuinely interested in the other person. Principle 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. In this chapter, Carnegie discusses the importance of being interesting to others. He argues that we can be more interesting by being enthusiastic, positive, and knowledgeable. Carnegie provides several tips for being interesting to others, such as talking about things you're passionate about, asking questions, and being a good listener. Last one, principle number 6, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. In this chapter, Carnegie discusses the importance of making people like you instantly. He argues that we can make people like us by being sincere, friendly, and complimentary. Carnegie provides several tips for making people like you instantly, such as smiling, using the person's name, and being genuinely interested in them. So, that was number 2.